What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Tutorials. It is your boy Cheeseburger Eddie, and as always, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We are covering a very extremely important topic, so if you haven't already, make sure you join the Burger Squad and subscribe to the channel. Leave that like on the video so it goes out and it reaches everybody, and make sure to comment down below what you guys want to see going forward. So today we're covering the infamous XP farm. We're going to talk about why it works, how it works, but also if it still works. And we're going to touch base on all the questions that I receive on a daily basis from you guys as to why it's not working for you, whether or not you need to use certain materials, and or what you can actually use to make this thing work for you in your Minecraft world. Now, as you can see, I use potatoes, and the reason why is because I know for a fact potatoes work, and I know for a fact that if you have a potato farm, it's not extremely difficult to get endless amounts of potatoes. Now, as you can see the levels, we are gathering extremely high levels with just one potato at each time. Very simple, very easy. Now, as you can see, you don't want to put a ton of coal in, because if you do, it's going to continuously cook all those potatoes. And the one thing a lot of people do is they end up leaving a full stack of potatoes inside the smoker before collecting. Don't do that. Just take one potato out of each time, because what that will do is it'll ensure that you get all the XP for each potato rather than just getting a mass, one click hit, boom. So what I'm going to show you here is basically all those levels I just got. We're going to go ahead and enchant a bunch of books. So we're going to basically use all of our levels and show you again that we can still keep adding back our levels. So let's go ahead and put all these enchanted books back into our chest. As you can see, we got tons of them. As you can see, my little potato farm in here. And this is in a Minecraft realm, mind you. So it does work in any version of Minecraft. Realms, survival, all of it. So basically, let's go ahead and go back, put a piece of coal in, collect the potatoes, and as you can see, we're still gaining mass amounts of XP. So now, the big question is, how can I make this? How can I use this to my advantage? Number one, I recommend making a potato farm like this. You'll end up getting like 3 stacks of potatoes each time you collect all the way around and replant. So it's definitely worth it. But if you don't want to use potatoes, you can use a variety of things such as iron ore, fish, meat, whatever. So now this is all you need to use to make this XP farm. You need 3 chests, 3 hoppers, a smoker, and then a fuel source. You can use coal, you can use dried kelp blocks, you can use charcoal, which I found out is just oak trees cooked by oak wood planks, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's the other way around. But anyways, let's go ahead and show you how it's built. So put your chest down. You only need to put 1 chest down. You don't need to do a double, but if you do a double chest, it's going to be even more XP. Get yourself a hopper, point it into that chest like so. Go ahead and crouch, make sure your smoker is on top of that hopper. A hopper pointed straight down like so. It should be looking just like this, and then a chest on top like so. And then if you want to add your fuel source to this build, you want to go ahead and put a hopper on the right side, or the left side, I guess you could do, and then another chest on top of that hopper. And this is basically all you need to make this thing work. Now, all you need from here on out is basically your cookable items. Like I said, potatoes work, fish, meat, or it doesn't matter, whatever you want to use. Now, in this right chest, you're going to go ahead and put all of your fuel in here. So if you have an unlimited kelp farm, this is a very simple way of getting dried kelp blocks and making sure you have an unlimited fuel source. You can just put all those fuel inside the right chest. Now, in the top chest, you're going to put all of your cookable materials. Now, if you have a giant cow farm, this is the example we're going to use. If you have a giant cow farm, you can go ahead and fill up the entire top chest with all of your raw beef. And what this is going to do is basically filter down from the top chest into this hopper, and then one at a time, it's going to go from the hopper into the smoker below, cook itself, and then go into the bottom chest. Now, 2 things we're going to cover here is basically, it's going to take some time. You have to let this thing fill up. And what it's going to do is it's going to sift through the bottom hopper into the bottom chest. If you let this entire bottom chest fill up, that's how you're going to get the mass amounts of XP that I've discussed so many times before. But if you don't want to wait the million, or it's going to take, not a million, but if you want to wait the 3 to 4 hours, if you don't want to wait the 3 to 4 hours rather, you can just fill this bottom chest up with random items. Now, the number one thing here to remember is the more you let this fill, the more XP you're going to get. But the thing that you have to let fill is the bottom hopper. You have to let that bottom hopper absolutely fill up with the cooked items. Now you can't just fill it with cooked items, you have to let it fill naturally from the smoker above. So again, if you let the entire bottom chest fill up, it's going to work perfectly and so well for your Minecraft world. But if you put a bunch of blocks in it, it still works, just not as effectively. Now we're going to show you real quick all the things we've tried before. We've showed this before, but all the different items on this channel we've talked about so many times before. And we're going to go ahead and show you this book. Today is May 19th. It still works, so you should definitely leave that like and subscribe to the channel because we are showing you an XP farm that is absolutely ridiculous. Now with this one right here, again, I showed this before. As you can see, we let this one fill all the way up. We had this thing all the way. It took 3 or 4 hours because you have to cook so many different items. But once you let that fill up, as you can see, one click gets you, I mean, so many levels. And what you're gonna do from here is just let this thing give you one potato at a time, collect each potato individually, and it'll keep giving you those max levels. Now we're also gonna show you real quick what kind of levels you'll get if you filled that bottom chest with random blocks. Now, if you filled that random chest, or the bottom chest with random blocks, again, it won't be as much XP. You won't go from 0 to 20 in one click, but you might go from 0 to 9, 9 to 10, 9 to 12, or something like that. It'll give you a couple of levels per click, but it won't be as OP or overpowered as the other way around. So again, May 19th, it is working. This thing is fantastic. As you can tell, you need to make this in your Minecraft world. And again, you don't need to use potatoes. You can use cooked beef. You can use kelp. Does work, but it's not as effective because it gives a little bit less XP. As you can see in this particular build, we actually filled the entire block or chest below with random blocks, and we just let the bottom hopper fill. So let's see how much XP we can gather from this particular build. And as you can see, you let the pork, in this case, cook, you gather the one, and you still get some decent levels from it. It's not as effective as letting the entire chest fill, but you guys gotta be patient. If you want unlimited XP in your Minecraft world, if you want to be able to enchant everything, you need to make this build. I would recommend letting that bottom chest fill, and make sure it's not a double chest because that'd take you a day and a half. But if you get a single chest and let that thing fill, which again will take 3 or 4 hours, it's so worth it. Because again, in my Minecraft realm that we're in, I have so many enchanted items. We have at least 100 enchanted books, and we're still max amount of levels. So again, all you need is these items right here, and you just need to make sure you guys have this particular thing in your Minecraft world. Now I'm showing you right here, you can't cook the beef and then just fill up the bottom hopper or the bottom chest. You gotta let it sift through the actual build. You gotta let this thing work on its own and actually just fill up naturally. You can't fill it on your own. So you gotta make sure everything that's being cooked is going through the bottom hopper into the chest, or it's just filling up that bottom hopper if you already filled up your chest. So again, that is the #1 way on how to get yourself an unlimited XP farm in Minecraft Bedrock. It works on all versions, and unfortunately for Java, I do not think this works. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, if you had a good time, make sure you leave that like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Burger Squad on our journey to 10,000 subscribers. I love y'all so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.